Hi. It says poor connection. Can you hear me? Today, I will be talking about how to start paying attention to yourself and start knowing yourself. So I hope everyone is amazing. So yeah, like I said, today we're gonna talk about how to start paying attention to yourself and start knowing yourself. Yes, thank you. But before that, I would love to tell you that in the private Facebook group, every day we have a different day. So on Monday, we have Mindful Monday, and we have Truthful Tuesday, we have Welcome Wednesday, Transformation Thursday, Food for Thought Friday, Socializing Saturday, and Self Story on Sunday. So I honestly would really love it for everyone to join the private Facebook group. The link will be in the description. So today, yes, I want to talk about how to start paying attention to yourself, because if you don't pay attention to yourself, then how can you really know what makes your heart sing? How would you know what makes you feel joy? How would you know what makes you feel happy? Because let's think about it. When you're at work, what do you talk about with your colleagues? Do you talk to your colleagues about other colleagues? In other words, you gossip about other people. Or maybe you talk about what happened over the weekend, or what's gonna happen in the weekend that's coming. I don't know. What do you talk about during your day? Or what do you talk about with your friends? Do you talk about what's happening at work, and how that colleague has made you feel, or whatever? I don't know. Share them with me. And I would also love to ask, when you are all by yourself, do you let the emotions come to you and embrace the emotions, or do you let the external stuff distract you? Do you go like, what did that colleague do, or what is that colleague doing? Or maybe you are a mom and then you are thinking about, what do I do to make my children happy? Or is my children happy? Is my children safe? Whatever it is, like all these external things. Or even, you know, what am I wearing? Like, does my clothing match with whatever status that I think that I should have? Think about it. Like, when you're all by yourself, when you're like driving home all alone, maybe when you're showering, maybe when you're in the toilet, whatever it is, I don't know, like when you are alone, do you let those emotions come? The reason I'm asking is because that is why I want you to start paying attention to yourself and recognize yourself. Because all these things, all these external things, they don't define you. They are just external stuff. But what defines you is the inside. What makes you how you feel. And so today I'm going to share with you 3 ways how you can start, and they are very basic, very fundamental. And I don't know what you're going through in life, so I honestly would love it if you can, if you can join the private Facebook group, so then I can further help you with whatever you're going through in life. So the tip number 1 is self-awareness. Self-awareness. I want you to start having self-awareness of the titles that you have. I know it sounds very daunting. Did I mention how this would take work? So yeah, this would take work, by the way. So yeah, the first step is have self-awareness of the titles that you have. That's correct. And the way that you can start doing is grab an A4 piece of paper, fold them vertically, and draw a line in the middle. I actually did a diagram, so I'm gonna show you guys. So the first column, you're gonna write the titles that I have, and the second column, you're going to write the purpose of these titles. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm going to show you. So this is how it would look like that. So you might be thinking, okay, what do you mean? So perhaps you're a daughter, or maybe you are a son, and you're thinking, okay, there is a purpose behind that title. Yeah, there is. So it could be to fulfill your parents' dreams. It could be saving their marriage. It could be because they just want to have another kid. I don't know. What is the purpose of that title? Or you can put down your job title, whatever your job title is. That one should be easier. You can put the purpose of the title would be making money to pay the bills. I don't know. Or maybe it's chasing after whatever the dream that you have. Yeah. Or maybe you're a mother. Yeah. So what is the purpose of that title? I don't know. Because your purpose and my purpose would be different, because everyone is on a different journey. So personally, I would put down nurturing for being a mother, and loving and growing for the purpose of that title. So that is the first step. Okay, so have self-awareness for the titles that you have. And the second step would be much easier. The second step would just be recognizing the titles that you have and thank them. So basically, you just grab the diagram, the things that you have already written down, and have a look. Hi. And read the titles and read the purpose of those titles and thank them. So I have written down that I'm a daughter, and the purpose of that is to bring happiness to my family. And I have also written down that I am a graphic designer, and the purpose of that is, yes, to earn money, but also to use images to communicate and help others to use images to communicate. So what do? You can read them, recognize them, and thank them. So I am so thankful to have this opportunity to be a daughter in the family that I'm in. So thank you for this opportunity. And I'm so thankful to be a graphic designer and to have this opportunity to help other people. So the second tip is recognize them and thank them. Now the last tip might be a little tricky, okay? So you need to pay attention. But if you are busy, you can just rewatch the video later. Anyways, so the third tip is, what is it? How should I say this? Self-awareness. Sorry. I didn't give it a name, so I'm just going to tell you the step. So what you need to do is grab a highlighter, okay? And then it needs to be a very distinct color, so you can see that color from afar. So what I want you to do is highlight the titles that make you feel great. So when you read down the titles that you have already written down, you want yourself to feel joy, peace, encouraged, accomplished, all these amazing feelings, okay? So I would highlight, I'm a daughter, I'm a graphic designer, I'm a younger sister, all these titles that makes me feel amazing. Now, once you have highlighted those titles and the purpose of it, I want you to grab another A4 piece of paper and again, fold them in half vertically and right. Draw a line down, and the first column you will write the titles. And the second column, you will say, how does the title make me feel? It will be like this. Okay? And yeah, so you just write down the title that you have and then you write down how it makes you feel. So I wrote down, daughter, I feel loved, I feel worthy, I feel supported, I feel joy. And with my work, I feel accomplished, I feel joy, I feel supported. All these amazing things. Now, can you hear the rain? Now you might be wondering, okay, so how is this going to help me to pay more attention to myself, to help me know myself? Well, because like I said before, all these titles, all these external stuff, they don't define you. What defines you is how you feel, right? So you want to continue to focus on the ones that make you feel amazing, the ones that make you feel joy, the ones that make you feel accomplished, the ones that encourage you, the ones that you feel supported. So now that you have highlighted them, now that you have the self-awareness of these titles, and then you have recognized them and thanked them, and now you have highlighted the ones that make you feel amazing, then focus on the ones that make you feel amazing. And the more you focus on them, the more you will know yourself, the more you will know what makes your heart sing, the more you will know what makes you feel joy and happy, and etc. And the more you focus on these amazing feelings, the more you will receive them. So start paying attention to yourself. And you know what? I know this can be a tricky task. It can be a little hard. So please rewatch this video. But I would honestly highly encourage you to join the Facebook group. The link is in the description. You can share your journey with me. You can ask me questions about, the task that I just gave you, and ask me questions about how to really know yourself, how to deal with your feelings. So yeah, share them with me, and please do join the private Facebook group. And I will see you there.